Welcome to our Origin series, where we bring you the origins of your favorite superheroes and villains. Today we're going to be covering Carol Danvers, the current Captain Marvel. Now, with most Marvel superheroes, her origin is still valid, so we'll be covering this to the best of our ability to help you understand why Captain Marvel is just awesome, and making so many appearances in books and getting her own movie soon. Now, Carol is a very interesting character because she's introduced to us as a normal human being for quite a few issues, and we actually learn how she gains her abilities and turns into a superhero. Now, after graduating high school, Carol joined the US Air Force to pursue her love of flying. It was there that she excelled and was a top student in her class of the Air Force Academy, and she gained the rank of Major. Now, after her time with the Air Force, her solid combat skills garnered her a position with the CIA, and during her tenure there, she worked with the likes of Colonel Fury and the mutant Logan, who you would probably know better as Wolverine. He was a member of the Canadian Secret Service at this time. After her time with the CIA, she left to join NASA as the security director for Cape Canaveral. During her time there, she was tasked with investigating a man by the name of Dr. Walter Lawson, whom she had a weird hunch about and believed that there was something strange going on. So she wouldn't rest until she discovered his true identity. It wasn't long before Carol's investigation brought her very close to Dr. Lawson, and she learned his true identity as the superhero known as Captain Marvel. But he was also known as the Kree warrior known as Mar-Vell. The two of them soon became friends and even lovers, and during their time together, Mar-Vell's arch-nemesis Colonel Yang-Rog kidnapped Carol to use her as bait for a confrontation with Mar-Vell. During this fight, an explosion takes place from an errant laser beam that causes a Kree device known as the Psych Magnetron to explode. While Mar-Vell was able to save Carol from this explosion, she was not saved from the genetic scrambling that somehow intermingled Mar-Vell's Kree DNA with her own. In the aftermath of this explosion, Carol was actually left to recover on her own, and she was let go from NASA. Due to this, she decides to take a break from security and espionage to write a book about her experiences with the space industry, and she soon takes a job with the magazine Woman, which is a subsidiary to J. Jonah Jameson's Daily Bugle. While she is beginning her new life in the world of publishing, she begins to suffer dizzy spells where she eventually blacks out. Now, during these blackouts, the Kree warrior DNA inside of her dresses her up and fights crime as the persona of Miss Marvel. However, it takes some time for her to discover that she is one and the same person with this new superhero. Through a series of events and adventures, Carol is able to come to terms with her being known as Miss Marvel, and she begins to act as Miss Marvel at her own free will. Now, from that point forward, the character of Miss Marvel goes through quite a few well-known story arcs, such as the situation in which she was impregnated by an immortal god character, and there's another one where Rogue steals all of her powers and puts her into a coma. But eventually, she is reintroduced as the new Captain Marvel in July of 2012, where she is currently a member of the Avengers and working with the Guardians of the Galaxy. She's also going to be getting a movie of her own very soon, and I'm personally excited about that. Now, the powers that she has are pretty much all of the Kree powers. So she has super strength, agility, durability, and stamina. She also has the ability to fly, and that's her favorite power since she just loves flying airplanes early in her career. She also has a seventh sense, which is basically just a spidey sense for all intended purposes. And that's pretty much the story of how Carol Danvers went from being Carol Danvers of the CIA and NASA to Miss Marvel to Captain Marvel nowadays. Now, I do intend to do the Captain Marvel story arcs very soon, and if you want to see them sooner, let me know by giving this video a like. We will hit it eventually, but you can kind of front load that one into our list. Also, please don't forget that we have a gaming channel known as Eligible Monster, where we bring you gaming variety videos such as complete stories and lists like top 6 greatest fatalities in Mortal Kombat. We also have another channel known as List Bomb, where we just bring you straight up list videos, such as the top 8 superhero movies that never got made. And lastly, please visit the weeklypoll.net, our comic book YouTuber community, where you can go there and just chat with everyone else. I'm Benny for Comicstorian, and I will see you guys next time right here.